Hello everyone and welcome back to Motor City Bricks for another top 5 LEGO idea submissions of the week. Let's jump right in. Coming up first on our list this week, we have this incredibly charming Paddington bear build, and honestly this one just made me smile the second I saw it. Paddington is sitting on a park bench with his classic blue coat and red hat, and the designer absolutely nailed his look in brick form. The shaping of the face, the paws, and even the folds of his coat are all super clean and expressive. And one of my favorite touches is the suitcase, which is not only covered in little travel stickers, but it actually opens up and reveals jars of marmalade, more sandwiches, and even a tiny picture of Aunt Lucy tucked inside. Overall, this build is really adorable, full of personality, and incredibly well built. Definitely one of the cutest submissions we've seen this week. Coming in at number 4, we have the Lions Knights Outpost. First off, I do love the medieval themed LEGO builds, and this one nails the atmosphere perfectly. According to the designer, he placed his tower deep in a forest between the realms of the Lion Knights and the Black Falcons, with a lone Lion Knight keeping watch for invasion. I like this because it really feels like a story that's captured in this set. The design of the nature around the building here is also incredible, with the trees, the dense foliage, the flowers, and even a fish leaping right out of the water. It really feels like it's in the middle of nature. The contrast of the colors around the tower as well also complement its muted tones very nicely. The tower itself looks super sturdy and detailed too, with a weathered stonework, brick-built texture, and little architectural touches that make it feel like a classic LEGO castle, but more modernized. And overall, this is a beautiful diorama that blends nature, architecture, and storytelling, and I think something like this would fit right into LEGO's line of castle sets. At number 3, we have the Rose Hill Cottage from the movie The Holiday. And with the holidays right around the corner, this one felt like a natural pick. Right from the get-go, this build gives off a very cozy vibe with the snow-covered roof, the warm lighting in the windows, and all the greenery climbing up the cottage, which altogether make it feel like a really perfect winter getaway. What I really like here is how compact and efficient the interior is. The inside of the house is packed with character, but it doesn't take up a lot of space. You've got the living room and the kitchen downstairs, with the bedroom upstairs, and altogether it feels like a complete house without being overly bulky or taking up extra room. And overall, it just feels warm, charming, and really festive. And if you're into holiday builds or movie-based sets, this one really nails that atmosphere. Coming in at number 2 this week, we have the Adventurers Guild, and if you couldn't tell already, I really like LEGO medieval builds. But this one leads more into the fantasy realm. There's really a lot going on in the set. They've got a job board for quests, a bar area, a skill training center, a table in the center with a big feast, and even a secret attic stuffed with rare treasures. It really feels like a moment in time with all the characters from different backgrounds here hanging out, sharing info, grabbing drinks, prepping for maybe another adventure that's going to come next. It captures that sense of camaraderie you see in fantasy taverns, and it pairs really nicely with the current LEGO medieval lineup. Overall, I find it really imaginative, fun, full of character, and a perfect fantasy complement to more traditional castle sets. Finally, at number 1 this week, we have the Travel Suitcase Diorama. This is probably one of the most creative builds I've seen on LEGO Ideas in quite a while. What immediately stands out to me at first is the versatility of the entire set. When it's closed, it looks like this classy vintage style suitcase with retro stickers that really sell the travel aesthetic. But once you open it up, you can see the miniature scene hiding inside, which is an amazing miniature world. And the fact that you can display it in either an open or closed position means it works well as both a decorative piece and a little fantasy diorama. The creativity alone made this set stand out to me, and for that reason, it's earned its place as my number 1 pick this week. Thank you guys so much for watching, and be sure to like the video if you enjoyed it or would like to see more, and please consider subscribing as it really helps me out, and stay tuned for more LEGO content.